Yo, what is good, Buckeye Nation? It's the Game Podcast with your boy MB. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe today, and we're gonna talk about why Ohio State fans are toxic. Why are we more toxic than ever? Right now, I came across this article a couple months ago, and I never read it, but I just read it a couple of minutes ago, and it's called the increasingly toxic world where does Ohio State fanatic behavior cross the line, right? And it was an article by Chris Lauderback, and it got me thinking: why are we toxic, right? Why are we more toxic than ever? It seems like Ohio State, since the past couple of years, it's been more toxic than ever, right? So I may have a reason for that. I may have an explanation why that is. I think one of the obvious reasons why is social media. We know that you have we have more anonymity than ever, right? You don't have to show your face on the, you don't have to, you can use an avatar and you can say whatever you want. That's huge. The players are getting paid now, and everyone has a free voice now. Back then, you didn't have all this social media, so you didn't hear a lot of stuff from negative stuff from the fan base. But you see it everywhere. You see the super negative guys. You have the guys who are fanboys of players and don't can accept a truth about a player. But here's why. So I was watching Menace to Sports, right, and they're talking about how Ohio State has they're talking about how Ohio State has the most player is going to have the most players drafted, or the most players in the first round drafted. I think ever since 2000. He kind of brought up the dynasties and how we haven't had that dynasty, and that is one of the reasons why I think we are more toxic than ever. We have failed to, become that dynasty, right? We haven't been the Alabamas, we haven't been the potentially Georgia, we haven't been the USC's, and we have had one of the most players drafted, and we haven't had that dynasty yet. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why, and that's what I want, and that's what I want to get into, right? I think one of the reasons is the reason why we are toxic is because of the losses, the disappointments ever after 2014, right? 2014, right? A crazy year, a year that most fans did not think we were gonna win a championship, but we did, but we did. We were able to defeat Alabama. We were able to in an amazing fashion, right? We all knew the storyline. We all knew the narratives that Ohio State couldn't beat SEC teams. They're too fast for us, and it was iconic. It was one of the most iconic games, and we were able to go through. But ever since that, it's been unfortunately it has been disappointment. We can't lie about that, right? We have one of the most talented teams, but it just seems that we can't get far, right? And of course, we have other fan bases. They get on our necks. They always talk about, oh, we always have the most talented team, one of the most talented teams, but we can't get over the top. You keep hearing the narrative that we can't beat SEC teams. So that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of fans are tired of that, and we want to be able to beat these teams, beat the SEC teams, and win a championship. That is one of the reasons why. And we all know why. And of course, I want to keep talking. I want to keep talking about the losses. In 2015, Michigan. We all know the Michigan State, that debacle of a game, not being able to, just this our offense stalling out. Yeah, 2016 getting blown out by Clemson. We had a lot of Clemson issues, especially in 20. Of course, in 2013 too, we lost to Michigan State in the championship game. That was supposed to be a year that we were supposed to win it. 2015 again, that was another year that we should have won. We should have been back to back. That was one of the most talented teams, and we failed to win. We failed to get it done. Of course, like 2016, lost 31-0. That was frustrating. Of course, that's another that played into the narrative that we can't beat Southern teams. and all that stuff. So that was one of the narratives in 2017, getting blown out by Iowa by 31 points, which is just again embarrassing, very embarrassing. 2018, of course, getting blown out by Purdue by 29 points, embarrassing. In 2019, not being able to get it done, losing in a very heartbreaking fashion, of course, and so on and so on and so on, right? So I think that is one of the reasons why we have not been able to. We I think we're a little bit more toxic, right? We have these offenses, this crazy offenses that have not been that all these players have been drafted and all these talented players have been drafted and they're seeing that they're doing well in the NFL. And we have not been able to get it done, and that's unfortunate. I think that's why we're a little bit more toxic than ever. And of course, another reason why is because we're a huge fan base. Right, we're a huge fan base, so of course you're gonna have. We are one of the top teams. We're gonna be We're gonna be more loud than ever, right? We're not gonna be us. We're not gonna be like the bottom tier teams who don't care, who are happy to win 6, 7 games in a season. We expect more. But that's all I really wanted to come here and talk about. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are we toxic? Or do we, or is it just normal for us? But let me know what you think down in the comments below. All right, guys, I'm out.